Alright, what's up YouTube? So, I actually made this video because I'm trying to, I know I'm pretty new to this YouTube stuff, so I'm actually trying to be consistent with videos, right? So, I actually want to do more than, I guess, I don't know, locks tips. So, I'm actually going to do a little thing called story time that I see on a lot of people YouTubes, right? So, I decided because I have stories I can tell you guys. So, I actually wanted to let you guys know exactly why I started my vlogs and how it became. So, and this actually takes a bizarre twist, actually. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have some scarring, like right there under my chest and right here. And I'm gonna let you guys know exactly where that came from and then how it all ties into my hair. So basically, about 3 years ago, actually, maybe 2 years, no, yeah, I haven't had my dreadlocks that long. So about 2 years ago, going on 2 years in February, I had just got a fresh taper fade, even all around. I'll never forget. It was even all around taper fade, right? And at that time, I was actually going through a really bad breakup, right? To the point where it became violent, right? So one day, I was at the gym, okay? And my ex had came in the gym and stabbed me in the back. Like, I don't know if you guys it's like a little bitty tiny scar on my back, but it did damage. The blade was 12 inches actually, and it nicked the aorta. And for those who don't know, the aorta is like one of the main vessels in your heart, right? So he nicked it with that 12-inch blade, right? And I'll get into details in a minute. So yeah, so basically he legit came to the gym. I'll never forget, I was doing dips. And for those who are not in the gym or don't know, dips is like, I don't know how to explain it, but I was doing dips, man. And I felt something like, I felt like someone punched me in the back. That's what it felt like. It felt like someone just punched me. But the punch, it stayed, it stayed, right? So, mind you, I didn't see the dude coming at all. I was doing dips. If, like I said, if you guys know what dips are, your back is turned the other way. And I remember feeling like, I don't know, it was weird. You know, I was stabbed, you know, but I didn't know that. But then I got a hint because I was going through like a really bad breakup. So I was kind of like, okay, this guy did something crazy, right? And he did. So I remember, I'll never forget this, bro. I actually like put my weight down and I turned around while the knife was still in my back. And I turned around and I remember we like locked eyes, like we did like this. We had contact for like 2 seconds and then he turned around and he ran, right? So yeah, I want to get further into that a little later. But yeah, he ran and I went into the hospital, of course, and then I stayed in the hospital for about I think a month going on, whatever. And mind you, like right before that happened, I had a taper fade. I had a taper fade even all around. And I remember just recovering from the hospital. And like I said, I'll get more into that story later, but I just want to kind of like glance that story just because it is how I got my locks. But anyways, I remember just like recovering from the hospital, and then when I came home, I had a fro, all right, of course. And I remember my mom like, do you want to get up and you want to cut your hair that and such? And I knew I didn't want to cut it. For some reason, I was like, don't cut your hair. Like in my head, I was like, don't cut your hair. Like, don't cut your hair. So my mom asked me, I was like, nah, mom, I think I'm just gonna let it grow out because I don't want to cut it. I knew I didn't want to cut it. I was like, I'm just gonna let it grow out. And my initial hair, like my initial hairstyle that I wanted to go for was the August Alsina had a man bun back then, and I wanted that man bun, man. So I was doing things to like grow my hair. I was putting water in it. I was letting the sun get the vitamin D. I was just trying to do whatever to get this man bun. And then all of a sudden it clicked. For some strange reason, like one day I was just laying in bed, right? And I was just like, just on my phone, like on Instagram. And I just thought like, yo, I should get dreads because I always wanted dreads when I was in elementary school, middle school kind of, but more elementary school. And I always wanted dreads. So I was like, oh, I can get them now because I got a little fro. I got a little fro, and unfortunately, I deleted my Instagram, my old Instagram, so I lost all the pictures that I ever had from before and after. Otherwise, I would have showed it in the video, but I had a little fro, and I believe I got gypped, man, because I think my starter locks was like $90, and it eventually went up to like a little 100 because I bought something from him. But anyway, so yeah, so he started my locks, man, and that's how like I legit started my locks is because I knew like after a really tragic like a tragic thing that happened to me, I knew a new person was coming. Like I'm a Pisces. If you guys don't know that, I'm a Pisces. If you guys didn't, other Pisces can peep out other Pisces. So if my fellow Pisces kind of like, that's why, because it's kind of like I knew like I was going to become this new person, and I knew that. I don't know. I knew that it was just gonna be different from now on. So I knew I didn't want to cut my hair, man. And I was so close to just shaving the back and keeping my little little hair bun, my little what is it called? Man bun. I wanted to do that so bad, dude. I really did, and I'm glad I didn't because I'm starting to fall in love with my life. I'm so serious, like yeah. So yeah, and that was like a little story time. And like I said, I'll get if you guys want me to like to go back on the story like exactly what happened leading up to like the stabbing. Man, it was crazy. Like it was nuts. And I mean, you guys can even like Google my name, and you guys can see the whole article about the whole little thing. So yeah, but that's how I grew my locks because I wanted to, I don't know, it was just weird. It was just a feeling like I knew I wanted to do something with my hair. I knew I didn't want to cut it. I knew it was just something, and I'm so happy. Like this is like legit. I'm not over exaggerating or anything. This is legit like one of the best decisions I made in life. Is to grow out my hair, and I love them. Like I love my little locks, dude. I love them. Oh, and man, so I'm trying to do like this. I'm trying to get my hair retwist, right? Retwisted in style, but like everybody is like either busy or some shit, and I'm like, fuck, man, because I really want to get it like retwist. I don't like I said in my last video, I really don't like this style or whatever like that. Like it's good because I have some good creative hair. Like it looks cool. It looks like dreadlocks or it looks like locks, but you know I like my shit like really neat, and yeah, and maintained. And I mean you can tell I keep it maintained, but it's like it really like this. It's really not. It really doesn't look like this, honestly. So yeah. All right, you guys can follow me on Instagram and Snapchat at LaRon McDowell. All one word, my first and last name, LaRon McDowell, all one word. And that was just a little story time on how I started my locks. Yeah. Yeah. Holla at you.